Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanubhishtam Purnam Radhadasyam Pradayakam Kirupānugacārya Varyam Urupa Manjari Preshtakam Patita Pavana Karuniyam Yugacārya Narayanam Vanchākalupataruvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Tuise Namaha. Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismiraha Saramurali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Kuru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vrindai Tulasi Devi Ai Priyai Keshava Sacha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyabhatyai Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. So first of all, I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramarada Tama Shri Guru Pada Padma Nita Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Paribrajacharya Ashtotara Sata Sisrimad Srila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Srila Gurudev. And to my most worshipable Shiksha and Sannyasa Guru Nita Lila Pravishta Om Vishnupada Ashtotara Sata Sisrimad Srila Bhakti Vijnana Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga, to all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, my most respectful obeisances. So by the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. Now we are beginning the chapter 3, Tritya Yama Sadhana, Urvana Khalya Bhajana, Nishta Bhajana, the 6 dandas until 2 praharas, approximately 8:30 a.m. till 11 a.m. So we have completed the first 2 Leelas, Nishanta Leela, then Pratha Leela, that when Krishna is waking up and taking his bath, going to Goshala, taking Prashadam, and now he's going to cow herding. So let us see here how it begins. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he begins now presenting the 3rd shloka of Sri Shikshastaka, which describes the qualification for Nama Sankirtan and the process for chanting the holy name. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. Thinking oneself to be even lower and more worthless than insignificant grass that has been trampled beneath everyone's feet. Being more tolerant than a tree, being prideless and offering respect to all others according to their respective positions, one should continuously chant the holy name of Sri Hari. So this third yama is related to Nishtha, the stage of Nishtha in the development of Bhakti, and it is correlated to the 3rd verse of Shikshastaka, Trinadapi Sunichana. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. 4 symptoms are observed in sadhakas who chant the holy name of Shri Krishna without offenses. First, natural humility born of complete detachment from sense objects. Second, pure compassion devoid of envy. Third, purity of heart and freedom from false ego. And fourth, an attitude of respect for everyone according to their position. So you can see here, Srila Gurudeva, he writes in a slight different way from the verse translation, but he's describing the same 4 symptoms of the verse, Trinadapi Sunichana. Tarorapi Sahishnuna refers to the tolerance of a tree. A tree is so tolerant that it does not forget to show kindness by offering its cool shade and sweet fruits even to the person who comes to cut it down. Since Sri Krishna's devotees are even more merciful than a tree, they show kindness to all, both friend and enemy. This is compassion completely free from envy. Although such devotees are topmost in the kingdom of bhakti, they remain clear of pride. They know that Sri Krishna resides in the heart of all living entities and therefore give them all appropriate respect. Such persons are truly eligible to perform Krishna Nam Kirtan, and only performers of Krishna Nam Kirtan attain Krishna Prema. So now here we have to clarify this point. How can we see and relate to every living entity because Krishna is present in their heart? So it means that it does not mean actually that you have to accept everyone and whatever they do and don't say anything. No, this is not real humility. It's not that you have to become like a dry leaf in the wind, being taken anywhere without any type of control. Just like people can do whatever they want with you and you never say anything. No, this is not real humility. Real humility means that you know everyone's position and you know how to respect and react with them accordingly. So, for example, if someone speaks something against Shastra, you have to cut that argument. Because before being humble to that person, I am humble to Krishna's instructions. First, I am following Krishna's order. Then I can adjust that to my relation with all the people. So real humility means that you are humble towards God, first of all. If you are not humble towards God, but you are humble towards common people, then you are not really humble. So, and if you are humble to God, you are humble to people because you are humble to Krishna in the heart of the people. I can give one example, is that, New Age people, they interpret the word namaste as the God which resides in me salutes the God that resides within you. But this is wrong. The God within me is not saluting you. I am saluting you. But the humble Vaishnavas, the humble devotees, what they will do? That I am saluting Krishna in your heart. So this is the real interpretation of the word namaste according to the humble mood of Vaishnava. Not God to God, not I to I, but I to God. This is how we understand this purport. Text 2. The features of surrender, Sharanagati, are given in the Vaishnava Tantra, quoted in Hari Bhakti Vilas 11:676. Anukulyasa sankalpa pratikulyasa vivarjanam rakshishatitti vishvaso goptritti varanam tata atmanikshepa karpanye sadvida sharanagati. The 6 types of surrender are: first, to accept that which is favorable to Krishna Bhakti. Second, to reject that which is unfavorable. Third, to have the strong faith, Bhagavan will protect me. Fourth, to feel utterly dependent upon the Lord, thinking Bhagavan will take care of me. And fifth, to be fully surrendered, Atma Samarpana. And sixth, to be humble. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. The symptom of Sharanagati, evident in one-pointed devotees, is that they perpetually engage in service to their Lord and accept whatever He arranges. Such devotees accept whatever punishment is meted out by Sri Bhagavan as His mercy. They know that every action takes place only due to the desire of Shri Krishna. Therefore, they entwine their desires with Krishna's and thus remain peaceful. A devotee does not think that Krishna has sent him to this world to suffer miseries, but that he chose the miseries of the world by misusing his independence. The symptom of Sharanagati is that one gives up the false conception of being the doer and takes shelter of Guru and Vaishnavas. The intrinsic characteristic, Swarupa Lakshana, of surrender is acceptance of Shri Krishna as one's maintainer, Goptritya Varanam. So what Gurudev is saying that among the 6 symptoms of Sharanagati, the most important, this is called Goptritya Varanam, to accept that Krishna is your maintainer. And the other 5 are the marginal symptoms called Tatastha Lakshana of Sharanagati. Why is that? Because all the other 5 depends first on your acceptance of Krishna as your maintainer. Firm faith that Shri Krishna will always maintain me is the meaning of Goptritya Varanam. In the Bhagavad Gita 9:22, Shri Krishna says, Tesham nityabhuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. For those who are always absorbed in thoughts of me and who worship me by every means and with one-pointed devotion, I myself preserve what they have and carry what they lack. And Krishna also says, my devotees will never be destroyed. In the 2nd and 3rd verses of Sri Upadeshamrita, Srila Rupa Goswami has explained 2 of the marginal characteristics of Sharanagati. Means to accept what is favorable for bhakti and to give up what is unfavorable. And we discussed this in the previous chapter, 2nd chapter. So text number 3. One must first give up false identification with this material body, Deha Abhiman. The Mukunda Mala Stotram 37 states, this frail body, which is made of 5 elements and connected by hundreds of joints, is certain to decline. Consequently, the body will be burned to ashes or will become food for worms and transformed into excrement. O foolish and wicked mind, you have decorated such a disgusting body with a senseless attachment. The elixir of Shri Krishna Nam is the only powerful medicine to cure this disease of material existence. You should constantly drink it by incessantly chanting Shri Krishna's holy name. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. One should endeavor to serve Sri Govinda and not painstakingly try to protect this short-lived temporary body. No matter how much one tries to protect this body, which is made of 5 elements, its destruction is inevitable. Therefore, this text says, O wicked mind, give up performing Ashtanga Yoga, physical exercises and so forth to keep this body fit, and only drink the nectar of Shri Krishna's holy name. Only this nectar can liberate you from the cycle of birth and death. By the mercy of the holy name, you will attain the eternal abode of Shri Krishna and a transcendental body suitable for rendering service there. You will then be engaged in your eternal service, Nitya Seva. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he also instructs us how to take care of our material body. He says that the body should be maintained as long as there is necessity to use it for service. So here we should understand properly what is being told here in this verse. So here, it's not that those who are chanting the holy names, they are not taking care of their bodies. This is not the point. Here we are talking about the ultimate goal of life. That's only the point. Some people, they put as ultimate goal of life to take care of the body, to develop mystical powers, to be always healthy. So then, no, this is not the ultimate goal of life. The ultimate goal of life is to worship the Supreme Lord. So they have 2 main goals. One is to make the material world a paradise, and the second is to achieve perfection with all the bodily functions, to have long life, healthy life, and beauty life, beautiful body. So this is foolishness. But doesn't mean that those who are devotees, who have the ultimate goal of life, to worship the Supreme Lord and chant the holy name, that they should not take care of their bodies. Because our body is an instrument of service, it should be taken care properly. So many devotees, they misunderstand this point. They become fanatic. I'm only chanting the holy names, not doing anything else. This is fanaticism. You have to separate what is Nitya Dharma, what is Naimitic Dharma. What is eternal occupation and what is temporary occupation. So now, text number 4. One should be tolerant like a tree and compassionate to all living entities. In Srimad Bhagavatam 3:9-12, Sri Brahma says, O Bhagavan, you are situated in the heart of all living entities as a supremely benevolent super soul. Because of your compassionate nature, you always remain pleasing to everyone, but you cannot be attained by the non-devotees. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya. Sri Brahma is praying at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. O Bhagavan, you are situated as a super soul in all living entities. You are everyone's friend, and despite of being unattainable for the non-devotees, you are always merciful to everyone. The demigods worship you so that you will be pleased and fulfill their various material desires. Due to your merciful nature, you grant their wishes, for you have said in Bhagavad Gita 4:11, Jejatha mam prapadyante tam tatteva bhajamyaham. As all surrender unto me and worship me, I reciprocate accordingly. However, you always give special mercy to your devotees. Although your mercy is distributed everywhere, you have a special affection for your devotees. This is not a mixture of contradictory characteristics. According to Bhagavad Gita 9:29, Krishna says, I am equally disposed to all living beings, and I am neither inimical nor partial to anyone. But as those who serve me with devotion are attached to me, I too am bound by affection for them. So usually we see that very often Vishnu takes the side of the demigods and fight against the demons. But this is not true. He also takes the side of the demons sometimes. Many times he also favors the demons. Many times the demons, they attack the heavenly planets and they become victorious. Even if Krishna would not do that himself, he will use his devotees like Narada Muni to favor the demons. So in general, Krishna is not partial to anyone. But those who serve him with this very special love and devotion, it must be special. Then that person he is going to favor. So demigods, they have a general type of devotion, which is not so special. Therefore, Krishna is not always on their favor. But the devotees who really give their lives, give their heart to serve Krishna, like gopis, then Krishna becomes not even partial, he becomes indebted to them. Now text 5. The glory of the virtue of giving respect to devotees is described in the Mukunda Mala Stotram 35. If upon hearing the kirtan of Sri Hari's name, form, qualities and pastimes from the mouths of Guru and Vaishnavas, a person's bodily hairs do not stand erect in ecstasy, his heart does not melt, and tears do not flow from his eyes, then alas, the life of such a wretched person is condemned. So now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. Sadhakas performing bhajan condemn their lives and repent in this way. Alas, even though I have heard Harikatha from the mouth of saintly persons, my hard heart does not melt. This is the result of my offenses. The heart of one who just once hears the glories of Shri Krishna's name melts immediately. But my heart has not realized this truth, and thus my life is condemned. There is a story in this regard. There was a person who would come to hear Harikatha in an assembly of saintly persons. Upon hearing the Harikatha, everyone present would be saturated with bliss. But the heart of this man bore no change. The next day, he became very remorseful about this. The next day, while hearing Harikatha, he rubbed red chili powder in his eyes, which then poured forth of a shower of tears. The Vaishnava speaking the Harikatha noticed this. When he finished his discourse, he called him over and praised him by saying, the scriptures say those senses that refuse to perform Krishna bhajan should be punished, and today you have put this into practice. Srimad Bhagavatam says, it is useless to keep those senses that are not engaged in the service of the Supreme Lord. Upon hearing this, a stream of real tears flowed from that man's eyes. This is a very interesting story. We cannot cheat the pure Vaishnavas. They know everything. if we want to make a false display, a fake display of ecstatic symptoms, we can cheat the ordinary people, but we cannot cheat the pure Vaishnavas. But Vaishnavas, they will always try to give us some mercy, special mercy. And even though they may humiliate us in public, that is also for our benefit. So, in this way, even if we try to cheat the Vaishnavas, we are going to be cheated. But when Vaishnavas cheat us, this is always for our benefit. Now, text 6. Knowledge of Shri Krishna's glories is described in the Mukunda Mala Stotram 43. Shri Krishna, the Guru of the three worlds, protects us. Vishwambhar Krishna maintains the entire universe in all ways. This world is manifested by Shri Krishna, that is, by his external potency. And at the proper time, during Pralaya, the destruction, the entire creation again merges into him. Shri Krishna pervades the entire world. The entire world is situated within him. Shri Krishna manifests all wealth and opulence. We are all Krishna's eternal servants. I offer my respects unto this Shri Krishna. Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. As sadhakas chant Shri Krishna's names, they repeatedly sing the glories of those names. They offer him obeisances and pray at his lotus feet. O Krishna, save my life by giving me darshan of you. You are the provider and maintainer of the entire world, and thus your name, Vishwambhar, has become meaningful. From you come the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this world. Millions of universes are situated in each and every pore of your body. Because I am present in this world, I am also your insignificant servant. So please bestow your mercy upon me. Prabhu, by your causeless mercy, you have arranged that the living entities take birth in human bodies. Only so they can perform Bhagavad Bhajan, without which this entire universe is useless. Since this bhakti cannot be received without your mercy, please bestow that mercy upon me. So, some people say that if God is perfect, why he make such imperfect world? So it means that God is not perfect because the world is not perfect. So why a perfect person would make such a very imperfect world? But the point is, the world is imperfect, not due to Krishna's fault, but due to Krishna's wish. So, in the way Krishna made the world imperfect, this is the perfect thing that he did. Why? If the world would be perfect, then everyone would completely forget about him and would enjoy the material world like anything. Furthermore, Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat, Madhyakhanda 1, 202 states, Shri Krishna is the father of the universe. Although a person may perform duties to his mother, father, wife, children, and so on, if he does not perform bhajan of his original eternal father, he is offensive to that father, and he will be scorched by the threefold miseries of Maya, birth after birth. In Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 685 says, some accept him, whereas others do not. Yet everyone is his servant. One who does not accept him, Krishna, however, will be ruined by his sinful activities. The scriptures also state, even a person who performs 10 horse sacrifices takes birth again in this world. But he who offers obeisances to Shri Krishna just once does not return. O Krishna, I eternally offer my constant obeisances at your lotus feet, which bring one's fearlessness. Now text number 7. Great eagerness in Krishna Bhajan is described in the Mukunda Mala Stotram 33. O Krishna, my request is that the swan of my mind be confined in the cage of your lotus feet and dwell there in the ocean of rasa. At the time of death, the throat will be choked up with mucus, air, and bile. Under such conditions, how will it be possible to remember your name? Now the commentary of Srila Gurudeva Bhajana Rahasya Vritti. As a person who is inclined to perform Nama Bhajan increases his chanting of the holy name, feelings of repentance increase in his aching heart. Even though he is chanting Harinam day and night, he thinks, alas, My mind has dwelled on material objects, and thus my days have passed in vain. My mind is not fixed at the lotus feet of Nama Prabhu. O Prabhu, how will I be delivered? It is my request at your lotus feet that my swan-like mind be confined in the cage of your lotus feet and always drink nectar. At the time of death, when mucus, air, bile, and so forth choke my throat, how will I drink the nectar of your name? If at the time your name does not appear on my tongue, how will I be able to attain perfection? O Prabhu, I pray at your lotus feet that at the time of death, I will give up my body while constantly chanting your holy name. So this is a very critical point that is being discussed here. Because if we do not have a very strong practice during our life, at the time of death, we may even forget about Krishna. If, for example, we die by any accident, by suddenly some accident, if we have not trained our mind to always remember Krishna, at that time we may forget him. So therefore we should practice very strong sadhana, always chanting, to condition our mind to always take shelter in Krishna's name. So in this way, we should chant the holy names with faith, praying to Krishna that we will always remember him and never forget him. Okay? Pancha kalpatarvesha kripa sindhu vyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo. Hare Krishna.